So Josh, you're telling me that you moved out of the city in order to move to the country and get an acre? Yeah, I did. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use every single inch of it. Pause. So we've got a couple of advantages to this space and a couple of disadvantages to this space. As you can see, obviously one of the major advantages is just a huge amount of land here. And you can see kind of these hills in the background that almost look like they kind of block the road. So they may come in and put in a four-way highway. You can actually see the cars coming across there. So what I'm thinking is I want to, in the backyard there, put a little bit more fruit trees back there and try and grow some calories that way. So that Buster's barking over there. Buster. So this is the old man who's, you'll probably hear barking a lot in the background if you're watching. He's getting kind of old. Doesn't really go as hard as he used to, but still a good boy. And then I got another one over there on the other side, searching for, I don't know, bugs or something. So what we'll try to do is plant trees along probably that line to get it a little bit more quieter. You can see actually neighbor kind of right here, and I don't want to show you too much of their property, that you can see they have those kind of natural barrier right there. So they're trying to do something similar. I'll probably go with peach trees. I think a neighbor up the road has peach trees as well, which work really well up there. So you kind of get the combination of fruit and then also the sound blocking. So the plan is this area right here will be the garden, and then we have all of this land in the back beyond this fence where we could do an orchard, but there's just a gate right here, and man, I gotta mow this entire thing. So you can see how much more that you kind of got rocky stuff here, and this looks like a kind of an area right here where it just drains down the line. But you can see this circle here. This is a sprinkler system. And there's another sprinkler over there, and I'll show you guys how that works. So the entire house is hooked up with a sprinkler, but those sprinklers in the back are special. This is our sewer tank right here, and you can see these three washouts are the aerobic sewer system. And aerobic sewer systems are everything's located in it. So that first one is the dirtiest. It comes directly from like your normal sewage, and then it goes through a baffle, and it's pumped with air here to create good bacteria, and then it goes through, and you can throw chlorine tablets in this guy right here. And then there's a line of sewer all the way across, and it goes back to these two sprinklers in the back. So we quite literally have poop sprinklers on our land, and I'll be watering my orchard with those. So we're on well water. This is how the system works. You have this giant purification system that this guy right here, from what I understand, I'm not an expert, so I'm sure if there's somebody out there that is an expert, comment and tell me how I'm messing it up. But this system right here, this is where the water comes in directly, and there's a egg smell to the water. So you have an aerator within that, and it creates good bacteria that knocks out that air smell, or that egg smell. That's actually out for us right now. So we need to get that fixed. But then you have like your reverse osmosis system going through here, and then a water softener. In addition to that, you have your sprinkler system set up right here. And I have it off right now just because it was misty this morning. It was spraying everything and just making big old mud clods. But this goes off of just directly from the well water, and it doesn't actually go through that purification system right there. So what I had to do was actually remove two sprinklers where the garden is going to go, because you don't want a sprinkler system watering your garden. If you have your sprinkler system watering your garden, you're going to get all sorts of fungal diseases all over your plants. That's just not what you want. You much rather have either hand watering, where you can water down at the roots, or in the best case scenario, and this is what I'll do, you do drip irrigation. And the first tip that I have for you guys about gardening is get drip irrigation. It's going to cost you $100 initially to set up, and it's going to save you hours and hours and hours, and save you hundreds of dollars in produce throughout how long you have it. Like, drip irrigation system is a game changer. So like I talked about previously, it's December right now, and you can see like the plants back there are dying. or the trees have lost their leaves. So we need to get our garlic in the ground. So that'll be the next thing that we're doing. We need to get it in the ground because garlic goes over winter, and especially here in the South, I only do hardneck garlic. We'll go into the details of what hardneck versus softneck garlic is. I only do hardneck garlic in the South. So my garlic is actually sitting in my refrigerator right now, and I'll tell you guys about that in the next video. So that's the plan as I have it right now. If you want to take a look at what we talked about previously, where I'm kind of trying to paint the vision for what we want to do with this channel, you can find that right here. I'll link it right there, and I'll link it in the description down below. So check it out and leave a comment as to what you'd like to see, and follow and subscribe for more. Thanks.